People in St. Charles Parish say this is the time of year they begin getting anxious. They say hurricane protection is inadequate, and parish leaders are pressing Congress for help. Sabrina Wilson has more.
People on the west bank of St. Charles Parish say every hurricane season they're on pins and needles.
Yes, we're very unprotected. Every time the wind blows from the south at a consistent, few days in a row, we tend to have water rising in the swamps around us, which we are surrounded with.
Members of the state's congressional delegation were just back from an aerial tour of a huge gap in levee protection off Highway 90. St. Charles Parish officials say the gap between levees in Jefferson and Lafourche parishes will leave them swamped if the perfect storm hits.
The big hole in the middle where there is no levee. So once that water hits those levees, all that water from Jefferson Parish and Lafourche coming right down the pipe in St. Charles Parish.
The parish wants $150 million in federal funds to build an 11-mile hurricane protection levee with pumping stations to tie in with the Davis diversion levee towards Lafourche Parish.
So all this Willow Dale back here, Willow Ridge Estates, that would be protected under the red area.
Getting in the air and just seeing how things lay out makes it crystal clear.
Still, Senator David Vitter says asking is one thing, getting another.
Well, that's certainly not going to happen all at once, for sure. It's a very tough budget environment.
The parish has $16 million to build a sliver of the levee.
In the meantime, until we get some federal money, we can put Haskell baskets on top of that to give us the +7, and that would take care of us for Category 1 and 2.
On the opposite side of the diversion levee towards Jefferson Parish, the Corps is working to defend against a 100-year storm. The parish says it'll only protect AMA in St. Charles Parish.
What you're seeing here is the Western Tie-In Project.
And part of the Corps of Engineers project will be a gigantic flood wall here along Highway 90.
We're going to have a bridge that will eventually go over Highway 90 here where we're standing. The flood wall is going to go underneath that bridge, tie into some more levees, and then tie in back over here behind you, and then we'll have a true system.
But Jean Slowinski remains worried about her end of the parish.
Myself and my husband are getting up there in age. We're looking for retirement, and if something doesn't happen, we'll probably retire and move on to higher ground.
Because she says hurricane season means months of stress. I'm Sabrina Wilson, Fox 8 News.
The project St. Charles Parish officials are seeking federal dollars for would protect 25,000 families and the industrial corridor near the river.